Greetings to the Southeast, fancy is and quality history from all the way in Switzerland. Introducing for your radio, keeping you company throughout the day. Now listening to the best music. Feel the hits. Feel the freshness. One hit at a time. Keeping you company throughout the day. I haven't chatted with you. Yeah, it was telling me. That's a cover of Papa Tui by Arsene, and it went viral because the way he was singing, yeah, it went viral a few absolutely. Because if you see the original one, I'm gonna play the original one. You see the difference, and the original one has been there like for quite a long time. Now this is a cover that went viral. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nice. Yes. Wow. Yeah. I like that. Yes. It's so you feel it. Hey. Hey. Come on. Come on. That's how you do it. Yes. Come on. And you know, Mr. Newsom, this is a sad song. It's like someone died. Oh, but it's not. Me too. But it's a sad song. Someone died. So I'm gonna play. I know that. I know people have been coming to it. I'm like, hey, hey, but it's a sad song, honestly, because you don't understand what they're saying. Absolutely. So I'm gonna play the original, and then you see the difference because they're so far away. So this is the original song, and this song was 12 years ago, and this guy did this cover recently. This is the original song. Yeah. C'est ce qui ne va Yes. Pas. Dis-moi où es-tu caché, sa voix. Fait au moins 1000 fois que j'ai compté mes doigts. Eh, eh, papa, où t'es, papa, où t'es, où t'es, où t'es, papa, où t'es, où t'es, papa, où t'es. I know, me too. I believe it's the story. Let me check that out because that's happening. I'm like, okay, right? At all. Right, I know. But this is what they're saying that um Papa Tui, right? Papa Papatua or Papatua. Yeah. The lyrics of the song are about Stromae's father who was killed in the 1994 Tutsi genocide in Rwanda. Imagine that. So he's singing about his dad. So Father Paul so called maybe maybe it's a way to grieve. I don't know. Like that's it. And they're saying Father Paul, so called Stromae, was born in Rwanda and died during the Tutsi genocide in 1994. The artist himself grew up without. He grew up without him, knowing about his father only from memories and stories. Today, this song got a new sound out via Papa Chewy Afro Soul 5 days ago. Imagine. Yeah. Right. Mm, right. Mm. So that was the original song that he produced 12 years ago. And then we did have our Mukadi who gave a cover 5 days ago, which went viral. Yeah, it just went viral. And this was the original song. Quoi qu'on a fait nos doigts. Eh, yes. Right. Right. But it's more pop and fun. You wouldn't know, like, if you don't understand French, you wouldn't know, like, it's a sad song, you know? Because it's all fun. And yeah. Me too, at first. I didn't really know about it. But I knew the song, like, a long time ago. It's amazing. It's amazing. Our scene, I think there's some reaction. It's amazing how that song went viral. And I think a lot of people did not know about it, but it has a lot of views, but maybe not in Africa. But the one Arsene Mukherjee did, I believe, this one is run. Maybe. Mm, true. Yes. Thank you. Absolutely. Let's see this before we get into the conversation of the day. But it's amazing. Now this guy is adding his thing. Dis-moi où tu cachais, ça doit faire au moins 1000 fois que j'ai compté mes doigts. Yes. Yes. Nice. Yes. Nice. Wow. This guy has made this song famous. That is true. He's made this song famous. And it has, oh my God, over 1 million views 2 days ago. 1 million views already. I believe so. And it's still ever. That's really good. Yeah. It's really good. That's like amazing because he put his heart and soul into it. And it's so hard to avoid that, honestly. Yeah, but I didn't know the Stromy was his father is from Rwanda, singing about his father and how he was killing the genocide. Look at that. And I believe maybe Arsene Mukendi is also from Rwanda. Maybe he is from Rwanda. Yeah, absolutely. Mm, mm. That is so true. Okay. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Beautiful. Yes, it's amazing. It's very magnetic. Let me say that. Very magnetic. You kind of want, yeah, guys, family, check that out song, Arsene. I believe it's Arsene Mukendi. If you can check him out, but it's all over social media. That song is really trending. If you don't know the meaning, you'll be dancing towards it. But it's such a jam. You can't afford to like dance towards like the song or dance along the song. It's a very great jam over there. But you can download our app on the Google Play Store, family. Welcome to the show over here today. My name is Irton Lungoria. Download our app on the Google Play Store. Welcome to Let's Swap with Irton this beautiful Friday. I hope your week has been very productive, restful, and you've been joyful on your phenomenal app that you obitude at Shaquandra your Stamos. I take mine religiously every day. So I hope you're also ordering your Bitchute General Mosquito where you at. And we do have the clothing store section. We have t-shirt, hoodies, mags, bags with the Blackwood Five logo on it. And today's conversation is about don't fight a system that's fighting you. Isn't it amazing? And also, Mr. Newsom, guess who I found? Guess who I found? Guess found or I did. Let me show you. I hope you'll recognize her. I'm gonna share. Do you know this lady? You- The fashion designer who's literally doing amazing, and she's going all over New York selling the African fashion wear in New York. Remember her? You mentioned that. Yes. Yes. You do? Okay, I'm gonna play a video of her. Let me play a video on YouTube. Maybe definitely recognize her. Oh, there's a video, and she's redefining Africa. doing amazing. Yes. You know this girl, you mentioned her one day, and you're like, check out this lady who's literally selling clothes in New York and stuff. Let's see. She's doing great. She's changing the narrative of how the world is looks at fashion in Africa, and she's taking it to the world. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Mm, any recent videos? Okay, here you go.
Out of her home in Kenya. Hello. Oh my goodness. Let me try that one more time.
Oh, you can see.
Hi. I love it. First question, who are you wearing?
Vivo, of course.
You're wearing your brand?
Yes, absolutely.
Can
We
you
have
see it
our
right
own
now?
unique way of wanting to express ourselves. Would we want to be highly by others? I want to take Kenyan fashion to the world. I am Wandia Gishuru, a fashion entrepreneur from Nairobi, and I am a change maker.
Wandia Gishuru was in her 40s when she left a cushy job in 2011 to try out an idea with her friend, Anne-Marie Barugu, to create a modest online retail operation out of her home in Kenya. 15 years later, that idea has ballooned into Vivo Fashion, a women's apparel powerhouse in East Africa. Now with 29 stores in East Africa, Vivo designs, prints, and manufactures in-house, sourcing raw materials locally as well.
So this is 100% made in Kenya.
Oh, it's fascinating.
Fabric from Kenya,
Right.
pattern in Kenya. But now what we're going to do is we're going to work with them to do unique prints for us. I recognize that we've gone a little further than a lot of, but I still think there's so much further to go.
Wandia Gishuru turned an activewear e-commerce business into an international wellness and lifestyle brand. Based in Nairobi, Vivo Fashion Group's operation has around 450 employees, 70% of whom are women. I'm surprised by how big the space you have here in Nairobi is. Tell us about the expansion story here.
When we only had stores and we weren't producing ourselves, we didn't need such a big team. When we started to produce locally, that is when the team really started to grow. And, you know, one of the things that I think we may not necessarily appreciate is how labor intensive it is to make clothes. And as a continent that has so much unemployment and so much need for employment, this has become our mission, is to address herself. By that, what we want to see is African brands producing in Africa, creating the jobs that will produce the clothes that can be worn by us.
You want Africa to dress the world.
Yes.
I want us to dress ourselves, number one, and dress the rest of the world. I mean, right now, if you go to, you know, and I've traveled quite a lot in Europe and in the US as well, I mean, most of what is being worn there isn't made in the US. So if they're sourcing from other parts of the world, why not those nations to source from?
Wandia took the first step toward making that vision a reality in May 2024 by entering the US market with her first store in Atlanta.
Hello. How are you? How are you, people?
Yes, so it's ready for you.
Hey.
Her Vivo store opening coincided with President William Ruto's official visit to the United States.
Wandia Gishuru and her team presents the best of what we have in Kenya. The products here are origin in Kenya, made in Kenya, by Kenyan talent, and they are now working in partnership with Americans. This speaks to the partnership between Africa and America, between Kenya and the United States. And it is the reason why I have undertaken this state visit.
Wandia wanted to share the spotlight with other made in Kenya brands.
We invited Ikweta, which is a leather goods brand, Anjiro, which is an ancestral luxury, Wydera, which is beauty and skincare, and Soko, which is a jewelry brand. We hope that over time we may open it up to even more brands.
Your first store outside Kenya was in Kigali in Rwanda, and then you went to Uganda. And then the next stop was Atlanta?
Wow.
Yes.
That seems random.
There was an experience a year before when we were invited to showcase at the Essence Festival in New Orleans, which is a large music festival that's attended by hundreds of thousands of African American women in particular. They would come to the booth and say, "What's your size range?" Go up to
Which one is that? Yes, Essence Fest.
"It's size," and we're like, "Yeah." Okay, what else do you have? You know, and so that gave us the confidence to look more seriously at the U.S. market. And we get asked quite often, why Atlanta?
I was going to ask that.
Yeah, why
Like
Atlanta?
if your first foray into the US market was Essence Festival, which is a huge celebration of African American culture, it follows that therefore you launched in Atlanta, the Black Mecca.
So
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Right.
no, I mean the Kenyan diaspora, the African diaspora has been incredible and supportive of just everything that we're doing. The timing worked with the state visit in May to the US, and he happened to be coming to Atlanta. So all luck, whatever you want to call it. But it definitely seen.
Right. That's the one and only.
Check me out.
Okay, well,
Okay.
Yeah, that was short.
so
The other one was already over.
we've invested in digital print technology, print on fabrics. Prints
Right.
Yeah.
that can make the product a bit more unique, but also allow for creativity because you can always play with the colors. So Eric is the head of the team. They also do all the graphics for our social media or our website
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. This is what's happening. So it's a sublimation print
Okay.
process, which means you print on paper, and then after the paper is printed,
Yeah.
then you can transfer it onto fabric. So maybe when we come back, we'll actually see some printing happening.
Okay.
I think they're just warming up the transfer now. Yeah, but this is sort of at the product development side of things. So we develop all our own products.
Okay.
Everything we offer is designed in this building.
Correct.
And then we produce about 95% of it in this building. So I'm gonna
Good.
take you through the whole
That's good.
process, and that's what ends up in stores. We are outsourcing some of our production now.
Okay.
We work with a couple of other producers, manufacturers.
Yeah.
And as we scale, we want to do more and more of that.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm your guest.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So this is one of the teams that works on designing products. So the initial design in the beginning, when we first started the company, we were designing mostly on hand drafting on paper.
Yeah.
But now we've invested a lot in computer-aided design technology. So
Okay.
you'll see that on
Which one? Me? Really? When was this? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. I no, showed it to you. Did I share that with you, like the video? Oh my gosh. When was Are you sure? Oh, got it. I remember the yeah, 2025. It was 2025. I believe so. Yeah, 2025. Amaya Jew. Yes, I remember. Absolutely. Oh my God, I remember. Yes, it's been a minute, honestly, and because a friend of mine was also asking me about that. Yeah, they're still there, doing amazing. Also, outsourcing their designs and stuff because they also have like jewelry designs and also clothes. Yes, I remember 100%. I was like, I remember, yes, but it's still doing a great. They are still outsourcing. Yes, but it's a small, as you said, it's a small scale. Not, but they said the fact that what's her name? The president was coming to Atlanta. It was like it will be an honor for you to come and check our store out. Right, right. We do have your mosquito over there. Hello, Sarah. Good afternoon, Durham mosquito. I'm not used to being called Sarah, but I'll take it. It's my name. How are you doing, Sarah? Oh right. My God. He's saying we can't hear the person you're talking to. Which person? Oh yeah, get on the other one. But we're talking about don't the conversation of the day is don't fight a system that's fighting you. That's the conversation of the day, and we'll definitely get into it right away right now. We have like 20 minutes. And I'll play this video over here regarding that, and also we'll talk about the Arabs and the fact that they were actually the
Can you hear me now?
yes, the first ones to
Uh,
actually
but
start the slave trade origin. Let's listen to this.
of course, they never stopped it.
Came to what
Yes,
we now know as Swahili, which means the coast from which the word Swahili is derived. The languages were not lost, but they were Arabized. If you look at Kiswahili, which is fundamentally a Bantu language, you see that there is quite a lot of borrowing from the Arab language. So you can see those differences. But one of the most dangerous things that you see in the slavery in the Arab world was castration of men. This was unprecedented. Was in the
They cut out,
transatlantic
cut out people's dicks.
so that they would have more slaves. But in the Arab world, they simply castrated them. There were eunuchs who worked in the harems of the sultans of the day. That was as cruel as cruelty can be, because they intended to decimate. But on the other hand, they bred them as you breed cows. They bred them as you breed rabbits, only that then they served as labor in their farms and in their households.
You know, Christianity played a major part in giving legitimacy to slavery. We
Both religions did.
That you were talking about how is it Morocco? They actually removed themselves from the African Union. Zapata was talking
They
more
should.
about that.
They should. They're not African anyway. Good.
They did actually good, absolutely.
But remember that the cross came before the flag. When Christianity came, the version of Christianity that was brought to us was a Christianity where you are supposed to turn the other cheek. It was a Christianity where they make reference to Paul's letter to the Romans and say, obey your masters. You slaves, obey your masters as you would the Lord. So you can almost see an attempt to say that slavery is good.
False.
So they say that if you want to cure a disease, it's good that you find its.
And they had prisoners of war. They took them as slaves. But in terms of recording, we begin to see slavery in Sumeria, in the Western tradition. That is when you begin to see the emergence of slavery during conflict, as I've already said, when people were conquered and civilization, they would then be enslaved. And in many cases, you see this also articulated in different histories. Look, for example, at the Hindu Mahabharata, which is several years older than the Christian Bible. You see evidence of slavery, and when you look at the Talmud of the Jews, you see slavery.
But my question is, if Morocco definitely do not identify themselves as Africans, why not leave Africa then? Right? They should
How can they
leave the
leave
country.
Africa? How can they leave? How they gonna leave the country? They're not gonna leave the country. They took it over from you black people. How am I gonna leave it? I'm not gonna leave the continent. I'm not African. I stole the country from you. So what? You ain't stole it back, have you? Not
Africans
leaving
should take
shit.
it back. Africans should take it back.
No,
They
you get
should
it.
take it
But
back
when,
and apologetically.
but when you stop being cowards, that's what you'll do.
Mm.
Mm.
And just a moment as I share another video of the one and only PLO talking about the fact that our weakness as Africans is that we welcome everybody.
Yep. You love everybody and everybody hates you. You ever learn that you got enemies and they hate you? You ain't learned it yet. You I got to irritate. Not and they're trying to argue. Not everybody. Yeah, but the majority. Go ahead.
Right, that's a fact.
Slavers and those who ended up being enslaved was a relationship of equals. These were representatives of a foreign power, individuals such as Vasco da Gama, foreign power.
It's actually so true. The majority they still look up to the white people as God. It's a fact. It's a
Yeah.
fact, like 100%. If you go
Not
to
because
the
because they haven't broken down. Africa has been miseducated. Exactly. You haven't been taught. You have enemies. The white man's always been your enemy. You have not been taught that. And it's crazy. Good. So you're right there, John.
right,
Even earlier ones, and they were meeting kings and entering into contracts. So if you went to West Africa, there were organized communities amongst the Asante people, amongst the Ga, amongst the Temne.
but I always say that it starts from the educational system because I believe people who definitely react or basically mirror what they've grown up knowing, and that's
True.
your product of the environment, literally. And
True.
from the word go, when you go to school, that's what you're taught. You're not taught about anything that happened in the post-colonial era, like
I
at
know.
all.
Of course, that's on purpose. Exactly. You're taught
Yeah.
lies. And not even
Absolutely.
taught. You got to. Not even that you guys are taught. You guys have to pay. You got school fees. You got to pay for lies. Man,
Well, that's
crazy.
100%. So right now, I met this lady, and she's also a Pan-Africanist, and she's
Uh-huh.
actually coming up with books like children books with
Oh, good
everything
for him.
black, even like the animals are black, name it. Just give them that image that you know what, you are enough, you are the most powerful, you are an African, the African identity from the children books, which is like a really big deal. A really big deal. Like children's book, literally. But if you see the rest of the educational system that we've grown up with, or a lot of Africans have grown up with, everything in the books teaches you it's white. The keys or the photos, the pictures, the things you're actually just, coloring is white images. You don't
But yeah, yeah,
tell
but
us like,
you still taught self-hate. And when you're supposed to get independence, you were supposed to change that curriculum.
mm,
That's what Ibn Torre is saying. Then all these books got to go because
yes,
they teach you self-hate and the lies. And so you got to get rid of them. But the Africa never got free of state independence their time. So, see, slavery's bad, but even mental slavery is worse. Because I control your mind. If I control your mind, I control the body. And you're never taught. You're taught. Like me, Joe was talking the other day on the show. As an African, you're taught that these missionaries came to help you and civilize. You're the first people. You were never uncivil. And then the African didn't accept these religions. You never taught that they killed and murdered the people that would not accept Christianity and Islam. The African didn't accept that shit. They said, no, this is fake. We're not worshiping you wicked ass people. So those people were murdered every time. That's not taught nowhere in your history. That millions of Africans were murdered because they wouldn't accept the fake Jesus. Millions were murdered. So you won't know that. So you won't know that they took the children and started teaching the children these religions because the adults refused to believe it. They wouldn't accept that shit. They said, no, you're not going to give us your fake religion.
mm,
So, but in your book it says the missionaries came to help the poor, dirty, savage African, and they brought us civilization. You're like, what? So, you're right, Irritan. So, a question: it's hard to unlearn a lie,
right.
and the lie is so deep. It's so wickedly, but the lie is so wicked, so
And
pervasive.
it hurts also. It hurts. I saw this video of an African American, I think it's a young boy, I can say, when, what's his name? Actor Speed came to Africa and he was showcasing how it's like the part that is so developed that you don't see on TV or.
The shit you don't see with Mr. Beast.
Oh my God, he was crying, Mr. Newsom. He was crying because he said
Yeah.
everything they've been taught.
Propaganda. A lie.
Yes, like Africa, they still live in the hearts and the mats. It's a jungle. There's no real life in Africa.
But that's what we're talking. That's why I told you he's not a spy here. That's why I'm trying to tell Sankari that's not spy work. Exactly. Because he's reversing hundreds of years of propaganda told to the world about Africa being savages and poor and backward and hateful. That's what we were taught in America, that Africans were cannibals and savage and stupid. And you're lucky we got you from slavery, unless you be fucked up back in Africa with these savages. That's what they teach us in school here, Todd. Slavery was good for us because we were back with the Africans eating each other and butt naked and poor.
Right.
It's crazy.
Look at that. And he was crying. It was just like, oh my God, it really, really hurts. The truth, when you know the truth, it hurts so much because of the lies you've been fed since you're a young kid or young boy or young child. It's just very, very hurtful, and it shows you they don't care. It shows you someone who can lie to you about your own identity and take it as his own history, heritage. Someone who's really serious about getting rid of you anytime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And amongst the Yoruba, there were organized communities with a political system. The same was also true in East Africa. There had people who had complete systems, the Monomotapa Empire, the Zulu, the Xhosa had complete systems in Southern Africa and in East Africa. You had the Bunyoro Kitara Empire, you had the Doro Empire, you had the Buganda Empire, and even those which did not have empires like the Maasai and our other organizations, they were organized in the Congo. The Bakongo were completely organized. The Ovambo and the Ufungundu, all these were organized people. So when slavery came, and slave trade started in earnest, one of the things that those who were involved in slave trade did was to dismantle these powers and to dismantle the political structures and to create enmity amongst the people so that ethnicities or nations started rising against nations. You see this quite evidently in the history and the relationship between the Mende and the Temne in Sierra Leone, when these powers were now creating a culture of divide and rule. And when they had caused animosity, then of course they destroyed your political structure and started imposing their own political structures. And that is why you see that slavery is the immediate successor of slavery is colonization. But even before colonization, when slavery ended, the companies that were involved in slavery are the ones which came in advance. So you had religion, of course, coming. You had companies coming like the Imperial British East African Company. And then you had administrators coming. And when the administrators coming, you now hear that what was
And like everything that is governing African has not been implemented by any African at all. I want to share this video right away because we're talking about don't fight a system that's fighting you. I want to share this little clip right now regarding the Arab nations.
Stop going to the Middle East. They don't like you.
Yeah.
Did I say that loud enough? Stop going there. I can't stand the UAE, United Arab Emirates. I can't stand none of them. No
Racist as fuck.
self-respecting black person should be vacationing in a slave state. Do you understand? It's a slave state. There's like 5 goddamn Arabs there who are really citizens. Everybody else is a slave working for the 5 billionaires that live there. Everybody. Filipinos, Southeast Asians, and Africans are being beat, abused, raped, and taken advantage of. They're slaves in the country so that you can take your black ass over there and vacation and think you're doing something while you're watching all the rich people, you know, be rich. That's all you're doing about it. Why go to that shitty ass desert? You want to go to a desert? Go to Nigeria. They got a desert. You can go doom buggy in the desert in Nigeria. What going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you could go ride a camel in Nigeria. You can go to Africa and ride a camel. You can be as loud as you want. You can be as black, loud, boisterous, flamboyant as you want, and you fit. Stop going to the Middle East. They don't.
Wait, Toronto man wants black people to stop going to Dubai. It's built on slavery.
Don't like you.
And African theft.
Stop.
I'm sorry?
Not just slavery, African theft. The gold and the shit that's stolen from Africa. Dubai, the UAE is is stealing an African causing wars. That's what's behind the Sudanese war because they're trying to steal the gold and the resources of Sudan.
Right.
So it's not about their good, but they know Africans believe, you guys believe in religions that they gave you. So you got the Northern Africans with this Allah shit, this other fake ass religion. Allah and Muslim shit. They don't believe in none of that shit. They use that to conquer and dominate African people. Just like the Christian Sandy when that came. So they're stealing. I thought they're your brothers in Islam. They don't give a fuck about that shit. They're killing and stealing the gold. How's Dubai the #1 gold seller in the world here, Tom? They got no gold mines. The theft from Africa.
From Sudan. Is this Sudan?
Sudan and the rest of it. Not just Sudan. Sudan and the rest of Africa.
So
That's what these Arabs have always done.
And it's time for us to take back our power in saying that, because sooner or later, you'll be like, you don't have a nation, you don't have a country. Africa does not exist because they're actually building, and we have leaders who are collaborating with them joyfully.
True.
We're not thinking about you and me. They're thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about you and me.
Of course. Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
yeah, because right now there is another, I believe,
A scramble for Africa. Yes, there is.
has been taken to be like luxurious hotel for the tourists, and that portion of the land was a very heritage, a part of our heritage, cultural, traditional, part of our showcasing for the tourists. But right now, they've actually taken it down, and they're building things which are going to benefit the government. It shows you and tells you, but they tell you every day in different ways. It's like you're not reading it right. Like, I'm here to actually serve my puppers. I don't care about you. I don't care
Exactly.
about history.
How about that? Exactly.
Yeah, every day. And you're like, what, honey? Things are not going to change until we decide for things to change. And that's it.
Going there. I can't stand the UAE, United Arab Emirates. I can't stand none of them. No self-respecting black person should be vacationing in a slave state. Do you understand? It's a slave state. There's like 5 goddamn Arabs there who are really citizens. Everybody else is a slave working for the 5 billionaires that live there. Everybody. Filipinos, Southeast Asians, and Africans are being beat, abused,
That's true.
raped, and taken advantage of. They're slaves in the country so that you can take your black ass over there and vacation and think you're doing something while you're watching all the rich people, be rich. That's all you're doing about it. Why go to that shitty ass desert? You want to go to a desert? Go to Nigeria. They got a desert. You can go doom buggy in the desert in Nigeria. What's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you could go ride a camel in Nigeria. You can go to Africa and ride a camel. You can be as loud as you want. You can be as black, loud, boisterous, flamboyant as you want, and you fit. Stop going to the Middle East. They don't like you.
Absolutely. And also, there's a conversation where I was actually questioning, and Mr. Newsom actually shared his perspective on me about the phenomenon of Egyptian statues and other ancient, including Greek and Roman, being found with the missing or broken noses. Is, according to Google, others cannot tell you the truth. They wouldn't tell you the truth. Google is saying, according to Egyptologists.
Egyptology was a science period created by racist white people. So it's all fake. Yeah,
Yes.
Egyptologists, those are racist white people who started claiming Egypt about 150, 160 years ago.
Yeah.
They created a fake science and tried to move Egypt into the white world.
Right.
Before that, everybody knew Egypt is African. The African people created that civilization. Egyptology was started by the Rockefellers to create a fake white history of Egypt.
Right. And there have key insights into why the nose was targeted. Include spiritual suffocation. What? Political fabrication. Spiritual suffocation? What do you mean?
You mean they're making a balai here, Tom? That's what they mean.
The nose was seen as the channel for breath, okay? Which was seen as life. By breathing the nose, they believed they were killing the statue's spirit. I think if you're not smart, you'll believe this.
Of course you would. That's all exactly. That's all because if you don't know the history of Egyptology, say do this real quick from here, Tom. Say the Egyptology is a pseudo. Ask Google. They're gonna lie, but we're gonna try to go around it so we can find the truth. So Egyptology was a science created by white people in the later 19th century to prove Egypt was Caucasian. See what they say. In the later 19th century, say Egyptology is a science that was created in the later 19th century to prove Egypt was Caucasian. See what they say.
To prove
to prove Egypt was Caucasian. Because it's a discipline that was completely created here by the Rockefellers.
Okay,
Because
based on his research, the development of Egyptology in the 19th and early 20th century was deeply intertwined with Eurocentric colonial and
yeah, you got it. They see you made them tell the truth. It was colonial and Eurocentral bullshit here, Todd. That's why they created Egyptology, to steal your history here, Todd. So you were worded, so they had to tell you the truth. Go ahead. Exactly.
colonial and racial ideologies that
Yes.
Eurocentric colonial and racial ideologies that often aimed to establish a connection between ancient Egypt and Caucasian or white civilization, while
Exactly here, Todd.
the truth right now, while diminishing its African roots.
Yes. See, you wouldn't see unless you knew, like you said, the other one you believe that was the truth. The nose was cut off because they were trying to make it white here. Damn these niggas. These ain't niggas. This is us. They steal all your shit here trying to claim you to be you. That's what Egyptologist is. It's a fake pseudo-white science to say, Kemet belongs to white people.
Right. Absolutely. And it's so sad that Aisha's spirit was just, very curious. So he was literally taking whatever.
He doesn't know. He's only 20 years old. He doesn't know shit. He's a kid. He doesn't study. So he doesn't. So of course he's gonna believe what the people who are not really Egyptians, those are invaders. So they're not gonna say, they're gonna say the same thing you just said. When you asked Google the first time about the nose, it was because spiritual, whatever crazy shit they told you. It was spiritual suffocation or some crazy shit.
Absolutely.
Right? And I tell you, yeah, we're racist. We came and see all these nigga statues and this nigga nose, so we cut up the nose.
Absolutely. As you're almost winding up, he was so innocent. Why does he have not another nose? Like this statue nose. Like he was very innocent asking this question.
Of course, he's asking for all the noses. He asked for the big sphinx, the big statue sphinx. What happened? He didn't know it was a man. He said her. What happened to her nose? What happened to her nose?
So it's true. I want to play this video about there's a song. It's one of Beyonce's songs. Beyonce defends ancient history. He said, "Don't shoot the nose of my pharaoh." But I want to listen to this video. Let me see what she's saying or what they collected from this. This a viral post has Queen Bee protecting the pharaohs. I will never let you shoot the nose of my pharaohs. The internet is going crazy over the symbolism. Is she right to protect the legacy, or is this just a meme? I think she has a lot of African history knowledge, even if you listen to her songs, honestly. And it kind of brought me to that perspective. Maybe she definitely knows about the pharaoh's nose and everything what we're actually talking about right now about, Egyptology in the 19th and early 20th centuries, and the fact that it was deeply intertwined with Eurocentric colonial and racial ideology that often aimed to establish a connection between ancient Egypt and Caucasian or white civilization while diminishing its African roots. And it literally worked 100%.
Of course.
Yeah, but if you know, family. But we're basically winding up with that. I hope you had a great time with us. Thank you, Jerome Mosquito, and the ones who are listening on YouTube and BitChute. Mr. Newsom, thank you for joining me. Appreciate that. But I want to read the comments of the Toronto man who wants Black people to stop going to Dubai. And the fact that it's built on slavery. And the first comment is, Black people love to make others rich. Okay. So is America. I believe the person is saying it's built on slavery. They were the first slave owners, the Arabs. He's not lying. The documentary on how Dubai was built is insane. Okay. And then someone saying, facts, I used to live there. My spirit has never wanted to go there. And now I know why. So I'm saying, I love Africa. Been there 3 times. No lies detected. And also the last comment is UAE is funding civil war in Sudan as well.
Exactly. That's what I just exactly. They're the ones in Sudan and all around Africa. These no good white, these Arabs that you don't understand. They've always been our enemies.
And then started saying, as a Muslim, I agree 1,000% with this man. Look at that. Started saying, I only visit black countries because I'm black. What the F am I going to see non-black people for? A good experience. He's saying that's a good comment. Whoa. About UAE's finding civil war in Sudan as well. Don't let that go over your heads. And we're really dealing with some wild people, but that is family with us. On Let's Pop with you, we're talking about Don't Fight a System that's fighting you. You can download our app on the Google Play Store, stream on www.blackwatchfireradionetwork.com for amazing
Much love, family. The next time you hear somebody say they're Egyptologists, every somebody. Next time you hear somebody say they're Egyptologists here, time, you'll know what that means. Much love, family.
You know what that means. Have a good one, guys, and order your supplements and your t-shirt and hoodies with the Blackwood Fire Radio logo on it. Have a fabulous, fun, restful weekend. Sending you nothing but love. Have a good one. Take care. Thank you, Mr. Houston, for joining me.
Peace.
Peace.
Greetings and salutations, fellas.
Hey, you should end with that song. You gonna play that song again?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're now listening to the best music.
Oh, my papa. Let me, papa.
Oh, my goodness.
For another day.
You're now listening to the best music.
Feel the freshness.
One piece at a time.
It's time to take back our power, family, unapologetically as Africans.